Hey, welcome in. This is the boys, drunk, talking shit. I am Stephen Gregory Binion, and alongside me I have Kaimi Kilimanjaro Naone. Welcome in, bud.
Good to be here. Glad to be here.
Hey, good. All right, well, we're just doing this off the cuff, kind of, so we're going to get into the Thursday recap. This is and will be a podcast just about the Station Morro Bay Fantasy Football Leagues. I think we've had a good start so far. Very exciting Thursday night game. What do you think, Unks?
Oh, I think it was an absolute blast. Shame on the Cowboys. There was that PI call.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely could have changed the outcome of that game.
That was such a push-off.
Oh, 100% a push-off. If any of you people at the station think it's not a push-off, then don't
How
watch
does it
football.
feel to be so damn wrong?
Yeah, you're just wrong. That's how it is. I'm looking at you bad.
Anyways, yeah, so we had some really good fantasy options there. CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, my boy.
Yeah, he did some great work for you.
2 touchdowns, let's go.
Yeah. He didn't look good in the first half. I will say that.
Dak, I'm going to put that on Dak, but, it's whatever. Dak
Yes.
also back there, comeback player of the year status.
Looking like it for sure. Definitely a contender. I'm holding on hopes that it's CMC, but Dak looking real good.
Sign me up for that.
Yeah.
Commissioner choices right there.
There you go.
Put myself in the first goodness gracious, pick spot for the old CMC,
Oh, yeah.
using those privileges. Just kidding, by the way. Anyways, so yeah, Thursday night was real excited. Let's get into the matchups on here. The Liberty League. I've got Do It For Mahomies and the Pigeon Posse Protector. That's your boy.
Yep.
My kicker, old Ryan Suckup, he decided to not kick field goals.
They call him the suck.
Yeah, well known. Bold strategy, old Do It For Mahomes, picking Patrick Mahomes in the first round, but he's looking like a pretty solid. Oh, never mind. Tyrell Williams in the flex. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be hard to get a comeback. I do like Buffalo's defense against Pittsburgh, though.
True.
I do like that. I think it's a strong
But
pick.
as a homer, and since it is my team, I do think I will prevail over motherfucker Jones.
Yeah, projections, I'm going to be saying this a lot. Projections oftentimes don't mean shit, but I do think the projections will probably get this one right.
Yeah, I'm at 154. He's at 139. I'm hoping it stays that way.
Yeah, I mean, very good looking at the matchups. You got some real favorable ones. Devontae Adams against New Orleans might be a good one.
Yep.
Jerry Jeudy against the Giants is almost a fucking lot for some
JJ.
points.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater might hyper target old JJ.
Yeah. So looks like a pretty good matchup there, but I don't think it'll be enough.
Yeah, I think I will pull it out and just slap him across the face with my fantasy points. Moving on to old Senior Chief as well as the massive fake erections.
Ooh.
Going into there,
Bold
looks
statement
looks like that's a very close game. We're talking about hundreds of a points difference on the projected status.
Yeah, and so far there's some really good points put up. With Senior Chief, putting up 25 with CeeDee and 25 with Antonio Brown in the flex, by the way.
Oof. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That is
love to see it.
That's just again, that Thursday night game was so freaking good.
Yeah. But then we have MFE with Dak putting up a full 36.
Yeah.
So it's looking like we got some other really good matchups. Allen Robinson against the Rams. That'll be interesting to see him against old Jalen.
For sure.
You got DK against Indy. So some good matchups. Looks like it's going to be a very high-scoring game, but, who knows? I think that's a coin toss.
I mean, based off the projections alone, it's literally 50-50.
Yeah.
We'll see if Senior pulls through with the 8th overall first-round pick of Russell Wilson, the true Seahawks homer.
That is a quite bold. Some would say an almost insane strategy, but who knows?
Hey, the man won Enlisted Person of the Year in 2012, so he's doing something right.
Obviously.
Okay, moving on. We've got Ertz in the first versus yours truly, Mr.
El Tripore Capitan Rey.
Yes, sir. What do you got? Okay, Aaron Rodgers versus Matt Stafford. We'll see how that late-round draft pick of Matt Stafford, is that going to come through?
Going to be a little biased here, but, I liked Matt Stafford. I've definitely waited a long time on a quarterback. But when he was in Detroit, he was doing his best. And he was making a lot of shit work with absolute dog water.
Yeah.
So to see him with actual weapons and an actual offensive line that isn't, the Detroit Lions cheerleading team.
True. Yeah, I think it looks like your tight end matchup is very similar. You got George Kittle versus Darren Waller. You having Darren Waller.
The Walrus.
The Walrus. Interesting to see that they've got Darren Waller projected for less points than Georgie. Oh, well, Georgie's going against Detroit. Never mind. I'm going to take back my statement.
Yeah, you was going to say you might want to. But there are some good matchups.
I do.
Aaron Jones against New Orleans. We'll see how him and Cam Jordan do.
Yeah.
That ought to be very
They'll
interesting.
be hugging, to say the least. Let's see. I think T. Higgins there with 15 points projected, that seems a little rich.
That does seem very rich to me.
I think
I do feel very strong in the flex with old DJ.
Yeah.
Especially against the Jets.
The Jets. 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 Second pick overall in the actual NFL draft for a reason.
Yeah. For a very good reason.
Yeah, so we'll see. And then you true Carolina homer picking up the Carolina defense.
Again.
That'll be interesting and fun to see.
Again, against the Jets.
Yeah, against the Jets. All right, let's see. On to the next one. We got the Potheads, Rabbi himself, Mr. Married Man, versus the Yeet Reet Skiddly Poppers. This is high scoring. Like, I didn't expect this to actually go down so well. I mean, Amari Cooper helping out Rabbi here.
Huge.
With 40.9 points.
Absolutely
pretty
huge.
darn good. But then, Nick coming in with Rob Gronkowski, that was a hero play.
Yeah. And it definitely paid off. I will say this with this matchup. It's projected to have a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
What may turn out to be the case, and what I think is going to end up turning out to be the case, is that Harry's just not going to be able to catch up because Nick's already got 93 points.
True. He did have half of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, for sure. He
him.
might as well be the Yeet Tampa Bay Buccanerunners.
Sure.
But
I would agree.
He's already got 93 points locked in, and he's still got Stephon Diggs, Nick Chubb, and not Bobby Trees, excuse me, Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks,
flex.
he's the only show in town there in Houston.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's pretty much it.
You got Nico Collins, who's no.
Who?
You're okay. Thank you. We'll just move on from that.
Yeah.
But
okay. We'll see if Harry can catch up.
That'll be real interesting. It's very cool to see very high scoring teams. I'm a big fan. Last but not least in the Liberty League, we've got Wave Check versus old MK2 Simmons.
Ooh.
Coming out hot with the Ezekiel Elliott versus Mike Evans.
Ooh, this is
5 points apiece, basically. Really underperforming for your, very high draft picks in fantasy
league.
And
you would have to. Some people would question, right? Oh, are they going to be good? Zeke will be fine. Tampa Bay has a really good front seven.
Yeah.
It's a real tough run.
He
defense.
looked like the 6th lineman.
Yeah. So and
he was doing a damn good job.
Yeah, and he really was just playing pass protect pretty much the whole game.
It was a definite shootout.
Mike Evans, I mean, he had a couple. I think he had like 1 or 2 drops, but Tom was just spreading the ball out and showing Chris Godwin and his boy Gronk a lot of love.
Yeah. So Rocha, you're looking at like a pretty darn good wide receiver core with AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, and Tyler Lockett.
I do like that.
That's solid. And Simmons looking over here with DeAndre Hopkins, very solid, and you will get points with your running back core, but
at least Derek Najee being a rookie, we'll see. I have a lot of high hopes for Najee.
There's hype for sure.
Yeah, those Bama running backs are just built different.
I mean, that's why there's like 6 or 7 of them actively starting in the league right now.
Yeah, Derek Henry will get you points. Najee, we'll see, but more likely than not, that man's he's gonna have himself a game.
Yeah, it'll be great. This one, I think. What do I think? I think old Wave Check will have this one in the bag.
And we'll see. It's projected to be close. I don't know, man. I do think that I think it's gonna depend on maybe some of the rookies. I think it's gonna depend on the play of Najee and maybe even Kyle Pitts, because Kyle Pitts is supposed to be the best player coming out of this draft.
That's why he's drafted 4th overall in the NFL draft.
Yep.
But we shall see. Moving on to the Freedom League, we've got Matt's official team. Fuck you. Make a name. Come on.
Because I think there's like two or three of them in this league, right, that haven't actually made names. You guys are lazy sacks of shit, and we just want you to know this.
I would agree. Yeah, okay. And then Stale Muffins, way to go, Brink. Good job. Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes. That's a very exciting quarterback matchup right there. Looks like solid wide receiver play between both these teams.
On both teams.
Yeah,
both of
DK
these.
Metcalf versus DeAndre Hopkins. Chase Claypool could have a breakout year just like DK Metcalf did on his second year.
Yep.
That dude's huge.
Yep.
They call him Mapletron for a reason, old Canuck.
There you go.
Alvin Kamara, my favorite player to watch, basically.
That's going to be exciting. Stale Muffin is going to have a lot of ground to catch up in the running back department because it does not look good at all.
Yeah, it's sketchy. Solid wide receiver core, but the running backs are just a little sketch.
Some would say hot trash.
Jonnu Smith also in that category of hot garbage.
Yeah, going up against Greg Kittle. I mean,
Georgie, not Greg.
Is there even a
Greg's my father.
debate? There should be no debate.
Yeah, but
if you think there's a debate, then you're wrong.
Yeah,
you're just wrong.
No, we can move on from there. Okay, I'm gonna say the more rounded team, old Pop. You're going to take the victory on this one.
For sure. I think you got this one locked.
Moving on to Mugs and Pugs versus the old Chrome Dome. Hey,
Dome.
how's your kid? Is he born yet? He?
She.
I don't know.
She.
Sorry about that. Anyways, looking like Zeke Elliott failed you and Leonard Fournette.
Miserable.
He went under projected.
I put him on the bench, and y'all were like, oh, I don't know about that. And then after the game, it was very, very clear why he was on the bench.
Yeah. Good job starting Chris Godwin. That's a pretty much a give me.
Yeah, but the fail by Zeke.
Ooh, but also the fail by Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
There on a Chrome Dome side, like fumbling on the goal line.
Ooh, the glumble.
The glumble. You hate to see those.
You hate and you love it, though.
Yeah. So I think old Mugs and Pugs, with the projection of 173 points, will not only squeak this one out, you could probably yell it from the mountaintops.
Probably. I mean, he's already got almost as much points as old Drendel, and Drendel's already played 4 people, and that's from one person.
You gotta love when Amari Cooper goes off. It's fantastic. Don't start Amari Cooper next week. He will drop 0.08 points.
This is true. He's known to be a bust sometimes.
Moving on, we've got Violemos and EPO battling it out.
Manny's mind-blowing team. Another one. Pick a name.
Just
please.
Don't suck. It's fine. We've got EPO starting out. Josh Allen, Bobby Trees, Devontae Smith, Christian McCaffrey. You love to see it. Najee Harris.
Strong team.
And active in the waiver wire. He's told me to pick up a couple players. I really appreciate that in my other leagues. But you've got a on Manny's side, you've got a really, really strong wide receiver core, and not too bad on the running back side either.
I like JT. I really do like JT. And Mike Davis did work last year for Carolina, so it'll be interesting to see him in Atlanta. See how he fits into that scheme.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty bold move with Jalen, but we'll see.
I hope. I think he can get it done with the run. And versus Atlanta, that defense is friendly, so they'll just invite Jalen to come in and sit on the couch in the end zone. So I think he'll find it a couple times. So I feel like it's a good play.
I can't help but notice that from the EPO, he has 2 Myers on his team.
Oh, a little bit of
a
little something's there, huh?
Yeah.
Keep the namesake. Keep it going.
I like it.
I do too. That's subtle, and I love it.
We'll see if it pans out.
I'm gonna say EPO will squeak this one out, and the projection will be right.
I think so. I think so. I think it might not even be a squeak. I think, the potential for a blowout is there.
Okay. Yeah. Sure thing.
Hot takes. You heard it here first.
Hot takes. All right. Moving on. We've got Jimmy's best team. Fist yourself. Versus the Italian Stallion. Fantastic. Love the picture there, Pez. Dak Prescott shooting you up to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
You've got this one in the bag, I'd like to say, unless you've got some injuries going on. Looks like Austin Eckler, questionable.
That'll probably change. I don't know. I think he might actually still be questionable.
I think he is too, but I'll bet he plays. Justin Jackson has been a hot waiver wire pickup this week, or at least from what I've seen. But I think it'll be just fine. Austin Eckler will be out there.
With A.J. Brown, Tyler Lockett, Derrick Henry, it's James Robinson. It's gonna be you're gonna get some points. But potential for Jimmy, depending on how a certain matchup play out. He's got both Carolina wide receivers in, which is a very bold move.
True, but again, Jets.
Yes. So we'll see. We'll see how old Sammy Sam does behind the helm there in Carolina.
Oh, it's the revenge game, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Darnold, Jets,
Hoping the
Zach
best.
Wilson.
Keep
Interesting. But again, I think Pez will squeak this one out.
I
And
honestly
Jimmy
think,
will give up all hope after this week.
I definitely think Jimmy's the hope factor is going to be a thing, but I don't think it's going to be what the players say. I honestly think this one will be closer.
Yeah. I could see that too. He's got really strong running backs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is due for some positive,
Oh yeah.
like touchdown.
Oh for sure.
And T.J. Hawkinson could be the X factor. I don't
Could
know
be.
against San Francisco. Fred Warner there in San Fran.
it's
pretty
gonna
darn
be
good.
Yeah, that defense is it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be
Yeah.
close. But
Solid.
we'll see if
And Jared Goff sucks buttholes. So.
we all know that.
And then moving on to the last and final matchup of the week, Cobra Kyler, a.k.a. Brady, versus Aguirre's team. Good start on CeeDee Lamb. I think he could have caught a couple more passes there in the Thursday night game,
Yeah, not a
dropping a lot.
And not a fumbling on the goal line.
That was Chris Godwin.
Oh, it was Chris Godwin.
But CeeDee definitely, he had like 3 or 4 drops.
In the first quarter,
in
they
the
were
first, it was bad.
pretty terrible. Hit
But
in the hands.
That's fine. Julio Jones, hopefully he's good. I need him to go off in my other leagues.
If Julio's healthy, I will say that the Titans are going to be disgusting.
Yeah, I think the
Absolutely
Titans are going to be
disgusting.
pretty, and a lot of their games are going to be like high scoring
Oh yeah.
because their defense is looking towards landfill status.
Yeah. So,
But
the offense being able to stretch the field, you got Derrick Henry, so you have an absolute tank.
yep,
And then with his name is escaping AJ Brown.
yeah,
With AJ Brown and with a healthy Julio, the potential for offensive domination is there.
it's fantastic. Adam Thielen projected 17.37 points. That seems rich.
Against the Bengals.
It is the Bengals. He's old.
He's old, but Adam Thielen's just one of those guys. He's like one of those Julian Edelman types.
Yeah.
Always finds a way to get the ball and always finds a way to just do things.
True. So I'm gonna go. You know what? No, I'm gonna go against the projected points. I think an upset is pulled here.
You think
Britt will go
pulls it out?
down. Aguirre will win, much to my chagrin, since he has a shit name. Fix yourself, sir.
Yeah, that's kind of dog water.
All right, and that'll end the matchups of the week. Moving on, we like to shout out the group chat. The memes in there have been spicy, like gazpacho soup.
Oh, they have been great. There have been some great memes. I love it. I love the
And
flames.
I want to highlight one. I was thinking the other day, setting my alarm, and Daenerys Targaryen
Ooh,
is
just getting
absolutely railed.
destroyed.
And I think Betancourt, his aura kind of embodies Daenerys Targaryen.
Especially in that specific moment. I wouldn't say towards the later seasons. I would definitely say in that specific moment.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
how do the kids say it now? Submissive and breedable.
He was supple.
Very supple.
His alarm clock apparently was also supple because it didn't really do much.
Some would
for him.
say almost non-existent.
But yeah, solid meme there, Nichols. Appreciate you. At September 3rd, 2021 at 7:22
Great.
p.m.
Great
Fantastic
heat.
meme. What you got for your favorite?
I think for my favorites, I think it's gonna have to come from old Nicholas Bailing.
Okay.
It's actually throwing flame at me.
Okay.
Put in post mission to draw 25, and I'm just sitting there racking up cards.
Absolutely. That's why it's printed out and put onto the poster board.
Great
in the station.
meme. However, would like to point out that's what I have you for, dickhead.
Hey, got him. All right. Well, that's going to end it up for us today. Really appreciate y'all listening. Can't wait to see you at Rabbi's wedding. I'm glad you all RSVP'd in the group chat.
Ooh, it's gonna be good. I think.
Bring lots of rice for the pigeons because they're
Yep.
my friends.
Yep.
And
Make sure they're uncooked.
yeah, they don't like the cooked stuff.
Nope,
It's too mushy.
Not at all.
But anyways, we'll see you later, boys. Good game.
All right, boys.